Hey guys, welcome back. Part 2 of the going over of the Falcon buggy. So, won't go blabbering on. We'll just say, let's get straight to it. Check out where we left off. So I had to take out these. I had to take one of them out anyway because it went across the back of the plug cap here, so it was making it hard to get out. So I can now get at this plug. So pull the lead off, and the lead, inside the cap there looks all right. Take this plug out. Have a look at this plug. Sorry guys, have a look at this plug. Now let's have a look here. Okay, undo him out of here. Let's have a look at this thing. Whoa, that plug does not look real good at all. So now we don't know how long since this thing's been run, so what I might do is I might put a couple of put a few drops of oil down in here, because I don't know if it's been turned over or what, or how long it's been run. So put a couple of drops of oil into there, and we'll just pull him over a little bit so we can get a bit of lubrication happening, because it might be dry in there. Right, I put some couple of drops of oil in there. I just used a little bit of two-stroke oil. I mean, that's the stuff that I use. So I'm just going to pull him over now. Just get a bit of, lubricate the cylinder a little bit, because like I said, we don't know how long this thing's been sitting, and just get a bit of lubrication in the cylinder there a little bit. It seems to wind over right, and the I don't know if I can get the camera in there close so you can see the piston. It's a bit hard to see, but the top of that piston doesn't look too bad, you know. A bit of oil in there. Alright, righto. We'll put this plug in. I don't know if this plug's going to be any good, but we'll give it a shot. We'll see if we can get some spark out of it, eh? We may not get any spark out of this plug at all, but at least we'll try it. Now I'll just get a rag and wipe some of that stuff away. We can try it anyway and see if we get any spark out of this plug. Turn that around. Right, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you to see that, but let's see if we can rig something here. See if I can. Alright guys, so got the plug. I gave it a little bit of a clean, so we'll just see how it goes. We'll see if we can get some spark out of this thing. See what happens here. Here we go. Oh, see that? Nice, we've got plenty of spark, so that's good. That's good. We can actually use that plug. We'll give it a shot. It's pretty strong spark actually. Let me just do that again, just to. Yep, so that's not bad. Not bad at all. Yep, got plenty of spark. Alright, so that's good. So we can use that, and we'll get to the point now where we can hook up an external tank to this carby now, and see if we can get some fuel in there and see if we can breathe some life into this old girl, and see what happens. Oh, by the way too, we were talking the other day about the steering, the setup with all the upside down servo and all that. So it's actually called symmetrical, the symmetrical steering. So with the servo inverted upside down, so it has your, like you've already seen, some of you may not have, with your it's like a push-pull setup. So symmetrical steering. So FGs have had that for quite some time, and you can get this set up to suit your Baja as well. Yeah, so I just thought I'd fill you in with that one, because it eluded me the other day. I could not think of what the setup was called. So yeah, symmetrical steering. There you go. All right, so now next step is we'll get an external tank, hook up to this carby, and see if we can breathe life into this old beast. Actually guys, there's something I just noticed just now. This thing has, if I can get this camera positioned in the right spot, here we go. There's a set of brake discs right there, and then that's at the back and then that's the shaft that goes into the final drive line, which goes from there straight in onto that gear in there, and then onto this diff here. Also, there is a set of brakes. Can we see that? Let me get that hose out of the way. Down in there, there's another set of brake discs in there. So that's something that's a little bit different too. Brake discs right there, which is the one that goes onto your drive for your centre diff. So interesting. Dual brake setups. Interesting. All right, let's move on to the next bit. All right, guys. Now moving on. I've loosened off this hose clamp here, so we'll pull this filter off. See if we can get this thing off. See what we look like in there. Alrighty. Now, can you see in there? It's a bit dark in there, isn't it? Okay, there we go. So that air cleaner, that air filter needs a pretty good cleanup. So okay, now let's have a look in here. Whoa, jeez, that's not good. Look at all that crap in there. Damn, this thing's got a gut full of dust. That is not a good look. This engine may have been dusted. That is not good. So, righto, we'll move along. We'll still try and see if we can run this thing. Yeah, it doesn't look good in there, does it, guys? Righto. Alright, so we'll keep going. This is all part of seeing whether this rig's going to be okay to save. See if we can do something with it. So, okay, guys, what I've got going on here is I've rigged up an external tank to the carby, suction on the bottom there, return on the top. So let's see if this thing will prime. Okay. No. Looks like we need a new bulb, eh? New primer. I had a feeling that would happen. Rightio. Hey guys, I had to replace the primer bulb. So it's just a matter of undoing 4 screws on the top here. And being careful you don't disturb the bottom half of the carby there. And putting another one in. Now, this is just one off a carby I had laying around. It's not a brand new one, but it's still good. So just tighten them up. So don't go too crazy, because remember the carbies are aluminium. So put them 4 screws, do them up. All right. Now we'll see if she primes. See what happens. All right. I'd say we've got fuel coming up. There should be fuel going back down the return. There it is. All right. So we got fuel primed. A few bubbles in that, but okay. All right. Now this thing does have a choke, so we'll put the choke on. All right. Now here we go. See if we can get some fire out of it. Righto, so here we go. I'll draw a bit of fuel in first. See if we get a pop out of it. Alright, here we go. Ooh, sounds like a bit of life. Choke off. Righto. Draw a bit more fuel in. Alright, here we go, moment of truth. guys, so there she goes. She lives. It breathes another day. Righto guys, now that we've gone over this machine, checked out pretty much most of the stuff. There was a couple of things that I did off camera, things like wheel bearings, had a bit of a look at all the drive gears, so I can get a better closer look to what you guys seen already. Now that I have a list of parts that we can go to and price and put it to the customer now and see whether he wants to go ahead with getting this old girl out running again, or what he wants to do with it. So I'll keep you posted on what ends up happening with this old girl. So I mean, I would love to see this thing out there scrapping her again, tearing up everything, but it's not our machine, so it'll get left to the owner's discretion as to whether he wants to go forward with it or not. So like I said, I'll keep you posted. Now I've got a heap more stuff coming up. There's some parts starting to roll in now for my son's 5T build. A couple of key parts that I'm waiting on, and then I'll put on the video up and we can start rolling on that. Engine wise, I'm still unsure how I'm going to roll with that yet, but we'll cover that when we get to it. But yeah, so like I said, stick around. There's heaps more stuff coming, guys, projects and everything else that we got going on. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a happy and safe new year. And like I always say, get your cars, get them out, go and have some fun, go and tear some dirt. Stick around. I'll see you guys in the next one.